Hey everybody, welcome back into the shop. Steve with Swamp Mountain Baits here. First off, I want to say thank you for the support that we've had, the likes, the subs. It's all very much appreciated, and I enjoy doing what I'm doing, so I'm hoping y'all are enjoying the videos. Got another new mold in. It's a Fat Guys Fishing mold. It is a smaller version of one that I already have. I bought this secondhand off of a Facebook group, and it is the BA Curly Kicker. I already have it in what they call a 4-inch. This is called a 2.5. But when I list them up, I list them as how they hang. So the other one is 4.5, or I'm sorry, 5.5, and this one here hangs at 2.75. There is what it looks like. So a little housekeeping real quick. If you're interested in looking at anything we have to offer, and these will be available when this video comes out. So there's a link there on the About page for the tackle box. There's also a link there for Swamp Swag, where you can get hats, shirts, mugs, stuff like that. And if you need any graphics done, look into the link there for Neptune Multimedia. Buddy of mine does great work. He's done probably 90% of our stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into shooting some baits. Be right back. All right, so I've got half a cup of a custom blend. It's part swim bait and part worm, so it's kind of like in between the two of them. And for my white pearl, I use pearl powder, but I also use some sparkle pearl. So I've got 2/3 of a cup here, and I usually use 1/4 for a full cup on pearl powder. So we're going to go a heaping 1/8 instead of a 1/4. And then on the sparkle, I use a 1/16 for a whole cup. So we're going to go just a hair under a 1/16, so maybe about 1/3 of this 1/8. And that's what I do for my white pearl. So I like the sparkle in there, the sparkle pearl. Gives it a nice little shimmer. So pretty basic. But this is going in a smaller mold. So I'm thinking that I might want to add a couple drops of white just to opaque it up, because this is going in a new mold that I've got. It's just a smaller version of one I already have. I call the Hooligan. The one I already have is, all right, come on, hangs at 5 1/4. This one here hangs at 2 3/4. Yeah, that'll work. So I put 3 drops of just Lure Works white. So let me get that back in the mic to warm up a little bit. And I've warmed the mold up some. I haven't shot it yet today. So, and what I've noticed with this mold is it shoots better when it's warm. So it's not hot, just warm. All right, we're about 320. It's bouncing around a little bit. 320, 325 is where it's averaging. So let me go ahead and back you all out here. will take a second for it to cool off because I did warm the mold up. And I've noticed with it being cold that the top cavities, the tails don't fill in all the way. Oh, shoot. Oh, that was an oops. Like I said, you all see my mistakes. So let's top that off. We'll peel that up once it cools off. So here's what it looks like on the injector with the thick. So it's got a real thin tail on it. So I'll dip these in here. Get a little bit of that plastisol on there. It helps to clean them off better. I'm not the only one that does this. I've seen a couple other bait makers do that. Yeah, that's still soft. So that's what we're looking at here. Like I said, it'll take just a minute for the mold to cool off. I think it'll take a little bit longer than that for this to cool off. This is stuff you won't see on a lot of channels. A lot of people would take and reshoot it, edit that out. I'm not going to do that. Because this is what really happens. Alright, I think that might be cooled off enough. Feels like it's set up. So we'll give you the first look. And it looks like the tail's all filled in. It sure as heck didn't come out in the mold. So you can all see it real good. But there we are. There's a curl tail. Has a little paddle on the end of it right there. Gives it really nice action. So that is the 2.25 BA curly kicker from Fat Guys Fishing. Like I said, I also have, they call it a 4-inch, I think it is. That's how it sits in the mold. It hangs at 5.5. So that's how I, Lil's is 5.5. This one here hangs at 2 3/4. So that's how we're going to size it at 2 3/4. And I will do a little montage of the 10 colors that we shot to go up on the store. Appreciate y'all coming. Y'all have a good day. Peace.